I heard a lot of good things about me, which I also didn't know about them. First of all, I would like to beg to differ with one information which you shared. I'm not daughter of Nair Ali DaDa. I'm married to his youngest brother. However, we both keep on clarifying this thing on social media, on media, and all that. And finally, we decided that we don't need to differ it anymore. He is like a father, but however, I just thought that I should share this thing as well. My journey is the way you mentioned earlier. Women empowerment is not a phenomena or a kind of a thing which is a public service message or a social image. This is something which is truly pure economy. And I personally believe, since I have got chance to work as a business person, as an entrepreneur, as a president for Women Chamber of Lahore Division, as a convener for Standing Committee for Women Economic Reforms, and then as an advisor to CPM on gender inclusivity. So I got chance. This was very interesting for me that at times I was sitting at the both sides of the table where I was facing the problems which grassroots women is facing them. Maybe she started, she wants to start a startup program. She wants to have to go to some incubation center. She needs some kind of legislation or reforms as well. And at the same time, she needs some kind of enrollment in male-dominating society. So it was very interesting for me, and at times I also felt like this is the thing which I said earlier, that it has to be done, and in the other meeting I have to say this thing, that it has to do like this thing, and in the third meeting I have to say this thing. This is the white paper and this is the recommendation which I am giving, and we have to follow them. So everybody over here in this room, they must have much more than me experience as far as business is concerned, as far as balance in personal and professional life is concerned, and of course the way we look at the world and the global picture. I completely understand we don't need to discuss about politics or religion at this August forum. However, the geopolitical situation right now is the kind of a game changing. We all need to understand that. There are a kind of strategic issues which we also need to understand while doing the business and while looking at the foreign investment. There is a kind of stability which we always look for. I got a chance to be part of different think tanks, and this was the thing which we always discuss, that these all things are interrelated. If there is a political stability, there is business. If there is business, of course there is money, there is a cash inflow, there is a pure economy, there is a stable economy, there will be a better reforms and the better economic system and the better political system. Look at the graphics of the world, because I always say this thing, with the natural resources, a country cannot be empowered, country cannot be, it cannot progress. अगर हम ये समझते हैं कि अगर आपके पास कुदरती ज़खायर बहुत ज़्यादा हैं तो आपका मुल्क बहुत तरक्की करेगा. So look at the Angola, look at the Russia, look at so many other states, look at the Syria, look at the Iraq. I will not go into the other things, but the better political system, better reforms, better chain of command, and better discipline is much needed. If we look at the Switzerland, look at the Sweden, look at all other countries, how they are doing it, because they have check and balance system. So economy and stability, they are interrelated. They just play like this. If there is one thing, अभी आपने जैसे पहले खुद ही जिक्र किया, the whole capital is in the chaos right now. The whole world is just looking at us. The election, not only Azerbaijan or Pakistan, or there were 3 or 4 other international elections were happening in this side of the region. So everybody was like in independent correspondents and the national UN observers. The capital was full of them. What kind of picture we are portraying, and why any company will come here, like in front of you, marketing gurus. I mean, what we are going to sell this thing. So we need to understand these things. There are few things which we still have hold on them. They are our traditions. They are our values. They are our religion. Maybe there are certain things which we can still hold them, and we can portray that this is what we are. And because when I travel all over the world, they always took me in a way that you belong to that country where women are not allowed to go outside. They are like acid victims. All the negative things, we are too happy to portray them at the international media, at the international forums. And when we look at the good and true pictures, we never, I think as a nation, we have this this issue that we never portray them. So having said that, I must say this thing, that we have women and we have male allies who are cooperating, who are there to support us. As a female, I never felt or I never had any problem to do any kind of a business or a work or a serious talk with this male dominating society. Look at the India. I mean, if this forum, I must understand that it is beyond the borders and all that. But when I was doing one exhibition in India, even the people on the streets, they were saying like after 9 p.m. or after 10 p.m. We are not responsible for any kind of a diplomatic if there is some kind of thing. Look at Lahore. Lahore is one place where you can go at 3 in the morning and there is no go area. This is the thing which we need to portray. This is the thing which I'm really passionate about it. Our ambassadors, they need to understand this option as well, that we never had any kind of a hashtag. This is the time of a digitalization. This is the time of the Facebook and all those kind of social media handles. Malaysia used that Truly Asia. India is Incredible India. Pakistan, why we are only stayed back with the terrorism, with the gender equality के ऊपर जब हम बात करते हैं तो हमेशा हम ये figures देते हैं कि जी हम 148 नंबर पर हैं 149 countries में से. So we are, but every woman is working here. I have issues with the data collection. I have issues who is collecting those data. Our women who is working, maybe they don't have those kind of NTN or the small businesses there. They can be domestic help. They can do the e-commerce. They are multitasking. Even a woman who's working at home or staying back at home, I think we should give them more respect, because they are just shuttering down their dreams to empower their families. I mean, I have this kind of a feeling for them as well. So Pakistani women and Pakistani men, Pakistani population, Pakistani people have those, they are those resilient kind of nation which we need to be proud of. And the kind of a instability or some kind of a mindset who is trying to create a kind of a disconnection in between the different pillars of the society. There are 5 or 6 pillars. Everybody knows that judiciary is the one pillar, media is another, business community is another pillar, and then your military is another pillar, and then there are like 5 pillars which we always talk about them. You cannot distract one and then expect the same thing and to empower another thing. We need to exchange notes. We need to create those kind of lines which can enhance positive and better image of Pakistan across the globe. People are looking at us in a way because they are impressed by us. Our women are doing great. I will now take your quick attention towards the financial inclusion of women, which is very important in a sense that it's not like कि ये आपका कोई एक पैगाम है जो आपने 8 मार्च को देना है. अब हर कंपनी में, हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, आई हैव सीन इवन मेल पीपल, दे आर फीलिंग मोर प्राउड लाइक हाउ मेनी फीमेल्स आर वर्किंग देयर. दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ नैरेटिव which we have been working since long, and now it is there. I cannot see this kind of empowerment even in the Western world. Women are suffering a lot as far as economic stability is concerned. Our men know how to give respect. Our traditions know how to protect us, and then our business community and the government are taking all the same steps to empower them in a way with the integrity, with the pure, I must say, way, like where. However, I understand कि कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी होती हैं जो हर सोसाइटी में, हर मुआशरे में होती है, लेकिन वो पूरी दुनिया में होती है. वाई पाकिस्तान? पूरी दुनिया में कोई ना कोई अच्छे या बुरे वाक़यात हो सकते हैं. हमने अगर अपनी पहचान यही बनानी है कि यहाँ पे हम सब जो है, यहाँ पे औरत जो है वो काम नहीं कर रही है, तो ये एक मेरे ख्याल में कि if we look at the figures and look at the data, it's not correct. So financial inclusion, I want to take this model the way China took it, because the women empowerment is, if you are 50%, more than 50% population is not working, that it's a 2 plus 2, 4, a simple formula that your GDP is not going to raise, and if your GDP is not going to raise, your economy is going to shatter. So we need to encourage all these things, and I think I must say, because the subject is all about the empowerment, our regulatory bodies are doing great. They are giving so much of loans, collateral free loans, साफ लोन के नाम से उनकी पॉलिसी से. हमने उनको इस्तेमाल कैसे करना है और उसका बेहतर तरीका कैसे करना है. Then financial stakeholders like chambers, like ministries, like they are taking their part. But the Marketing Association of Pakistan is the one kind of a platform where all people from the business community, the cream of business community is here. The kind of revolution or the kind of the things you can bring, no one can do that. Because I personally think that even if we look at the history from the Ottoman Empire, the chambers and the business community had a great effect on the stability of the country. So Marketing Association of Pakistan has always took a lead to empower people of Pakistan, whether it's a social cause, whether it's a business-oriented thing, whether it's a true and positive image of Pakistan, whether it is a narrative building in the South Asian countries. I think MAP has done a great thing, and I'm proud to be part of this August panel over here. I think that I did not prepare anything, so I didn't know that it's such a fantastic and beautiful gathering. So these are the things which are close to my heart. If there is anything I can say more about it, I'm here and I can share my contact information with you. One last thing which I want to say, that the kind of regulatory bodies and the things which I discussed, since I'm part of the State Banking and Equality Committee as well. So if there is any woman or a women-led businesses, they want to do business, they can always contact us. They can always tell Tariq Saab or the Marketing Association of Pakistan. You can get my details from there. We are there to empower you, we are there to uplift you, and we are there, and together us can do the best service which Pakistan currently needed right now, other than politics. Thank you.